Hello, my name is Chumon Sho and my student ID is 2022-0702-0008. And this study highlights how macroeconomics uncertainty affects household spending choices. By looking at various well-known economic uncertainty indices, we provide new insights into how different types of uncertainty influence consumption behavior. Our analysis show that financial, real, and macro uncertainties, especially those measured by Jurado et al. In 2015, and the BIX significantly reduce household spending. This emphasizes the need to consider multiple indices to fully understand how economic uncertainty affects consumptions. Our findings are crucial for policymakers, as stabilizing consumption growth is essential. By identifying the most relevant types of economic uncertainty, policymakers can better monitor and manage these uncertainties that heavily impact household behavior. This study enhances our understanding of how macroeconomic uncertainty affects decision-making, highlighting the importance of comprehensive approaches in both economic theory and policy making.
Hi, I'm Hao Yan Yi, and I'm going to explain about the literature review. Contemporary economics and finance theories highlight the impact of time-varying macroeconomic uncertainty on financial decisions made by businesses and individuals. Researchers like Jurado, Baker, and Burkhardt have created macroeconomic uncertainty indices to assess economic theories where uncertainty is significant. These indices are proven important across various economic outcomes at the macro, firm, and household levels. Modern macroeconomics models emphasize the role of consumption smoothing in maximizing social welfare, which relies on understanding household consumption levels. Despite the significance of these factors, there is a lack of empirical data on the relationship between household level consumption decision and the recently developed economic uncertainty indices. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Azawari bin Halimi and my student ID is 2022-0902-0018, and today I'm going to be talk about my part in my Macroeconomic Assignment 1 is analysis. For the first one is an understanding macroeconomic uncertain shocks, which is unexpected shift in the economy that casts doubt on the prediction for the future are referred to as macroeconomic uncertain shocks, alright? And this may result from the several things including world events, political unrest, and financial crises. So that means there was a lot unexpected shift while I analysis on the microeconomics uncertain shock, which is the example that I use is the UK economy has been unparalleled sequences of the several negative shocks since the middle of 2008, making business and individual more pessimistic. Alright, so that means in the UK economy there were unparalleled sequence that be happen on their own country. Alright, so that means not all country is same have, which mean what I mean is the all country in this world have a different economics and analysis that we can do. Alright, let's continue for the second analysis, which is the government policies, which the first government policy that can be used in the application of tax and spending law by the government to affect macroeconomics and overall economic circumstances known as the fiscal policy. These include employment inflation, economic growth, and the total demand for the goods and services. So that means in the first government policy, they use application of the tax to spend to give to the businessman of let's say for the business one, alright, the person that do business, they must pay for the tax and follow the law that have been given by the government. Alright. Next, the government may cut the taxes or the boost expenditure to boost demand and boost the economy during the recession. Okay. On the other hand, it can increase the rate of reduced spending to slow down the economy to fight inflation. Alright. So that's mean in the government policy they control our taxes, which is depend on the economy that be happen in their country. So let's say the economy is kind down, so they need to increase the taxes that can be support the economy in their government country. Okay, so the another one, basically if there were no economic problem, so there will be just a normal price of tax or maybe lower it a bit. Right. So the next is the a country's central bank use a suite of instrument known as monetary policy to manage the total amount of money in circulation, foster economic expansion, and implement tactics like adjusting interest rate and bank reserve requirement. So this means everyone that be a business in the business economy, they need they need to make a loan. Let's say example that I can give, they make a loan. So the loan have a kind of interest, but the interest is depend of the economy that will happen on their country. Let's say you borrow around 10,000 ringgit, something like that. So the interest that can be charged is depend of the economic growth. Let's say it's around this year 5%, maybe next year is up or maybe down. It's not compact on the 1 year. All right. So there was the government policy that I can give to you as an example. Alright, so for the last one analysis that have been researched is the household consumption choices. Theoretical structure to understand how families modify their spending in line with their expectation of lifetime income. Two theoretical frameworks are provided: the life cycle hypothesis LCH and the permanent income hypothesis PIH. Alright, in the conversation about the housing policy and the urban sustainability, home energy usage has received a lot of attention because of the possible impact on the climate change. Approximately 1/3 of the all energy use and the 16% of the all CO2 emission in Europe come from the residential sector. The growing amount of the hypothesis has been placed on the household as the primary factor that may significantly contribute to the lowering this energy use. Their conduct is determined by the multitude of the factors that are integrated and difficult to alter. Numerous disciplines, including psychology, sociology, economics, and engineering, have already seen substantial research on their factor in the legislature analysis. Each method is constructed by the presumption of frequently leave out substantial energy behavior components. So, for the example, the opinion that I can give for the household consumption charge, there will be some of the factor on the country that can be growing up amount of the, maybe let's say of their consumption, household consumption on their sector. There was a lot of sector like that I just read is a perfect primary sector factor, and I think I think it was primary factor. that be significantly contribute to lowering this energy use. So that means from the household of the primary sector, they contain a lot of energy that can be used to another sector, such as, let's say there was a power supply, a manpower of the power supply that can be give it to the house to house through the not through the once let's say, I will not say state, just say like one neighborhood to another neighborhood. All right, something like that. That was around my opinion about this analysis household consumption choice. Okay, and that's all from my part to the analysis. So we give to the next person, and yeah.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Ghazali bin Muhammad Daud. Today I'll be presenting about findings and discussion on article that we previously chose in our assignment 1, which is impact of macroeconomic towards uncertainty of consumption. The study found significant decrease in US household consumption, specifically in financial, real and macro uncertainty. The article also states that one standard deviation increase in financial uncertainty is associated with 0.3% decrease in growth consumption. Moreover, the article also mentions sensitivity towards uncertainty. Households that are more uncertain about their future consumption react more sensitively towards the economic uncertainty. This suggests that personal uncertainty about future consumption enhance the impact of broader economic uncertainty on household consumption. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Raihana and I'm going to talk about the recommendation. Number 1 is to choose appropriate indices of macroeconomic uncertainty. A few examples of appropriate indices is like economic policy uncertainty, which is EPU index that measures the frequency of newspaper articles containing economic policy uncertainty terms. Second recommendation is to gather or collect household consumption survey data. A few important data, including expenditure data. Collect detailed expenditure data across various consumption categories, for example, food, housing, and healthcare. Third recommendation is data integration and preparation. This is when periods are aligned to ensure that the periods covered by the household survey data match those of the macroeconomic uncertainty indices.
Hello, my name is Rukai Binti Saleh. I will continue my part, which is conclusion. Overall, this paper investigates the impact of macroeconomic uncertainty indices on household consumption choices by using household survey data. Also, the study finds that the household respond more strongly to economic uncertainty when uncertain about their future consumption. The real and macro uncertainty indices have a very lasting impact on spending decision as per the habit formation concept. The paper also explored the relationship between household level consumption decisions and recently developed economic uncertainty indices. Theoretical models suggest that economic agents should adopt reasonable behaviors in response to rising uncertainty about factors influencing future consumption, such as boosting precautionary savings, cutting back on spending, and making riskier investments. Economic uncertainty indices can represent significant information about people's consumption uncertainty in two ways, which is labor income and financial uncertainty. The paper considered multiple economic uncertainty indices to examine households' consumption decision, finding that they vary surprisingly independent.